Have you ever looked out at the vast, endless ocean and wondered what secrets lie beneath its shimmering surface? There is a place on our planet, a stretch of sea, where such questions take on a darker, more urgent tone. It is a place of myth and legend, where fact and folklore blur. Here, ships, aeroplanes, have vanished, leaving behind silence and unanswered questions. Why does this patch of water, known to the world as the Bermuda Triangle, grip our imagination? It is a riddle whispered on the winds and carried by the currents. The stories are chilling. A seasoned pilot flying through clear skies radios a message of confusion. Then all contact is lost. A colossal naval ship with over 300 souls aboard disappears. Without a distress call, no wreckage, no lifeboats, no trace of passage. These are modern events, documented, debated, never fully explained. This maritime graveyard has swallowed hundreds, defying technology. Ordinary rules seem to bend and break here. Compasses spin wildly. Instruments fail. The air feels different, charged with unseen energy. Survivors tell of freakish storms, walls of fog, and strange lights above and below the waves. It beckons us to look closer. The journey begins with a haunting question. Where did they all go? To understand this mystery, we must first know where to look. The Bermuda Triangle is not an official name you will find on any world map. Imagine a great invisible triangle drawn upon the sea. Its 3 points are generally considered to be Bermuda, Miami, and San Juan. Together they enclose over 500,000 square miles of ocean, a region of immense natural beauty, turquoise waters, and vibrant coral reefs. It is one of the busiest shipping lanes on Earth. Cross it daily. Huge cargo ships, elegant cruise liners, and small private yachts. Above, the skies are highways for commercial and private airplanes linking North America, the Caribbean, and Europe. The triangle intersects the powerful Gulf Stream, a fast, turbulent river within the sea. Within its bounds, the seafloor plunges deep. The Puerto Rico Trench drops more than 5 miles. Here, a sinking ship or downed plane can be swallowed by an abyss where wreckage is almost impossible to find. Warm, inviting waters, powerful currents, extreme depths, the stage where nature's beauty and untamable power balance on a knife edge. Perhaps no story captures this mystery like the disappearance of Flight 19. It began on a clear afternoon in December 1945. 5 United States Navy Avenger torpedo bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale on a routine training mission. A simple navigation exercise led by a seasoned instructor, 14 experienced airmen. Fly east, conduct bombing runs, and return to base. Nothing unusual. A little over an hour in, something went terribly wrong. The tower received a startling transmission from the flight leader. Both my compasses are out. I am trying to find Fort Lauderdale. I am over land, but it is broken. Baffling, his plan should have kept him far over open ocean. Guidance attempts were thwarted as communications turned erratic, smothered by static. They seemed utterly lost. Even as skies below looked perfectly clear, transmissions grew more desperate, even bizarre. The leader ceded command, a sign of complete disorientation, arguments over which way to turn.
Everything is wrong. Strange. We cannot be sure of any direction. Even the ocean does not look as it should.
As daylight faded, their fuel ran low. A last garbled message, and then silence. The 5 planes and 14 men had vanished. The Navy launched a massive search. A Martin Mariner with 13 aboard headed to their last known position and disappeared minutes later. Long before Flight 19, the USS Cyclops cemented the Triangle's sinister reputation. a colossal naval collier among the largest in the US Navy. In March 1918, amid the First World War, Cyclops sailed from Brazil to Baltimore laden with manganese ore for munitions. On board, 306 crew and passengers. After an unscheduled stop in Barbados, she set off and was never seen again. Equipped with a powerful radio, yet no SOS. Whatever happened was sudden, too fast to call for help. Weather records show calm conditions, no storms to blame. One of the largest searches of its time scoured thousands of square miles for weeks. They found nothing, as if a 542-foot ship had never existed. Engine failure, cargo shift, a U-boat? The Navy found no evidence, only questions. The official conclusion, lost to causes unknown. A century later, the fate of Cyclops and the 306 aboard remains one of the sea's greatest unsolved mysteries. We stand at the water's edge, humbled by the stories the ocean refuses to tell, and the silence only deepens the riddle. Faced with such mysteries, science seeks rational explanations. On the Triangle sits in a corridor of volatile weather, sudden thunderstorms, frequent hurricanes. Storms can bloom with shocking speed, overwhelming small boats and light aircraft before a distress call. Rogue waves, once myth, are real. Some exceed 100 feet, walls of water that can capsize even large vessels. So sudden, no time to send SOS. The region is famed for magnetic peculiarities, true and magnetic, north, aligning seafloor anomalies, confusing instruments. Such effects could help explain pilots who became hopelessly disoriented. The Gulf Stream can move 6 miles per hour, scattering debris over vast areas. Search becomes a needle in a moving haystack. Combine extreme weather, rogue waves, magnetic quirks, and powerful currents. A perfect storm of natural hazards. A logical, if tragic, framework for many losses. Yet, logic does not quiet every question. And the unknown presses in at the edges. Beyond science lie ideas that ignite the imagination. Some speak of extraterrestrials, craft that abduct ships and planes. Others envision a rift in space-time, a portal to another place, another when. Electronic fog, spinning compasses, time that seems to slip. Stories persist. A dramatic, earthbound theory, methane eruptions that rob water of buoyancy, sinking ships in seconds. On one side, sober analysis, weather, waves, magnetism, and currents. On the other, haunting details, final transmissions, vanishing giants, inexplicable failures. Ultimately, the question passes to you. Unrelated tragedies or a genuine, unsolved mystery? Perhaps the truth lies between fact woven with the unexplained. In a measured world, we need our mysteries. The ocean keeps its secrets well, and the greatest of them may still wait in the deep.